Hey there, short ass.
Palupo di paga nupsi.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No? You don't understand nothing? Good. That's because me no monolith stone. All gone. Kassim no longer have stone. You don't be bashing Kumpo Gunu.
It's alright, I understand. You no longer have the stones, I get it.
Yip yip.
Monolith stones. I should tell the mage responsible about this little chap here. Now, can you tell me what stones you're on about?
Stones? I said Kassim no stones.
Fuck, I don't really care either way.
Okay. Yip.
Poor creatures. Working as slaves to the mages.
They look happy to me.
Just because they're too stupid to notice doesn't make it all right.
Ah, new homie in the camp. Abbas knows them all. Abbas remembers when only fields and trees were here.
Typical mages. Cut everything down to build their damned outlandishments.
Do you know any stories about Tyrannus?
Yep, homie. We gnomes here before mages. When mages arrived, they offered deal. They give us gold, and we work for them. If homie has gold, Abbas can sell dinghy, or tell stories.
What do you actually do here?
Abbas is elder of the gnomes, watches over them, and gathers shiny stones for mages. Sadly, Abbas lost Lami. He was hardest working gnome of all.
Then I'll keep an eye out for Lami.
Famo, homie. Looky, looky.
Tell me something. Tell me about you gnomes.
We collect dinghy on every island, always looking for the most pretty dinghy there is, the Orikulki.
Why?
At the end of his life, every GNU needs his Orikulki to leave this world with honor. That is our destiny. Yes.
Who's in charge here?
Magnus is important, homie. Tells everyone what to do. Zacharias is biggest mage, but he's always busy. Easier to talk to other mages. If you want to learn, go to Stanley, Gordon, and Hardwick. Oh, and Roderick makes delicious soup.
What's so special about the crystals?
Yep, homie. Mages want shiny stones from Kava, from the mines. Gnu help. There are many Kavas here on the island of crystals. And because we many Gnu, we bring many shiny stones. The homies need many to build big stone circle on the bridge.
What do you sell?
Yes, I know. You're new here, and you want a quick way to learn magic. Forget it. Magic requires practice and concentration. If you expect quick success, you'll be quick to fail.
How do you know that I'll fail?
Because anyone who goes into battle unprepared is doomed to fail. Being prepared doesn't mean having proved your skills in every tavern on the continent. No. Only discipline, training, and self-sacrifice can lead to success. And now, I have other matters to attend to.
I want to learn more about crystal magic.
I don't have much time, so you'll have to make do with the short version. Crystal magic may appear to be another, random form of magic to the uninitiated, yet it is capable of so much more. It contains a power to rival even that of the Titans.
How can a few crystals stop titans?
Have you never heard that faith can move mountains? It's similar with crystals, but more practical. It's possible to channel their magic. The sooner we understand their complex structures, the stronger the magical power we can extract from them.
Where do these crystals originate?
An interesting, albeit irrelevant question. Perhaps they were a final gift from the gods, given to protect mankind from their doom. Perhaps they simply lay concealed beneath the rock for eons. In the end, all that matters is we've got them.
Sounds to me as if you want to play God.
The gods have forsaken us, and we have no need for them anymore. These crystals give us power to restore order. They are the key to man's continued survival, and so we shall use them.
Thanks. I think I've heard enough for now.
Good. I think this little chit-chat added to your knowledge. Now go back to your chores.
What can you teach me?
Just ask me.
What do I have to know about forging?
You eat the raw steel in the fire.
You're not a guardian, are you?
No, the mages saved me, so I'm doing my share here in the camp. I don't know the last thing about magic, but I can forge a good sword, and a solid blade is a loyal companion in these times.
You've got to hand it to him. He's right. Without good blades, we're doomed.
What do you do when you're not at the forge?
I sleep.
Right.
Well, sometimes I have a little drink in the tavern after midnight. When you bang on the anvil as much as I do, sometimes your hand starts to get a little shaky. A strong drink helps to steady the bones, you know. And if you can have a drinking contest with someone on the same night, all the better.
What did the mages save you from?
It all happened too long ago for you to be remotely interested.
You're wrong. Tell me the story.
It all started back in the time when the Inquisition and the mages were still making common cores. I was already a smith then, and I was doing loads of overtime. I was so overworked that I forgot to fold one particular blade properly.
Okay, so you forged a bad blade, so?
But that's just it. That sodding blade ended up going to the Commandant, and of course, it snapped. He wanted to have my guts for garters, so I packed my things and went over to the mages. I never have made it.
Returning to the Inquisition is not an option.
Definitely not. I hardly think they would welcome a deserter back with open arms. No, my place is here. The mages will accomplish what the Inquisition failed to do.
And that is?
Defeat the Titans, once and for all.
I think I've heard enough.
All right. I have another iron in the fire anyway.
Tell me about blacksmithing.
I owe the mages, so you'll have to pay me. Or if you're afraid of sparks, you'll be a terrible blacksmith. If all you need is a better weapon, I can sell you one.
Let's trade. Teach me something. Something smells funny here.
Well, my friend, it must be me. Well, not from me, but from the gunpowder. Shotguns are my life.
Shotguns. Sounds good.
Finally, someone who agrees. Most of the guys here just rely on their crystal gloves. I always say, what's better than a mage? A mage with a gun, of course.
What do you think about the mages?
Well, officially, they are, of course, the ones with the big plan. They're building a contraption that's meant to save humanity from the Titans. But all I care about is getting paid. I don't care where it comes from, or what I have to do to earn it.
What's your job with the Guardians?
I'm in charge of maintenance and repair of the firearms. We don't have many, but I'm the only one who knows anything about them. That's also the reason why I don't have to slog my guts out in the mines, or play the washerwoman like Vetranio here.
What's wrong with Vetranio?
Ah, he's useless, like most of the new arrivals. He thought if he could conjure a few sparks, he'd be the biggest fish in the... But that's not how things work. If you've got no skills, you're worthless.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
You, maybe. Not me. I was always a talented artisan. I'm just following my calling. Listen, if you want to learn about firearms, I'm your man. I can take those things apart and put them back together so fast that your head will spin.
Any advice you can give me on the way?
Just one thing. Keep practicing. Take me, for example. Every morning I do target practice on the stand. Most people here think it's a waste of time, but I say it's worth it.
Tell me something about firearms.
All right. What do you want to know?
Let's see what you've got. Oiled crankshafts were rarely used in crossbows, despite their obvious efficiency. Since most shooters have started using firearms, likely no one there is interested any longer. A final specimen is said to have been owned by a lighthouse keeper on Calidor.
One day, Ali will become great guardian. Yip yip.
Oh, homie, you lucky here.
Who are you?
I am Jafar, a big fucking hero and friend to homies. Well, I was once. Me Sada.
What do you mean, you were a hero?
Look at me now. Jafar become Matar. Matar of Gnu. He must train young Gnu.
Is that bad?
No, but it means Jafar must watch over Protege. Cannot sail sea anymore. Jafar stuck here on stinking Tyrannus. Me Sada.
How's your protege getting along?
Jafar failed. My Pivy has been among humans too long. He never really learned from Matar what it means to be good Gnu.
Who is your Pivy?
My protege, he called Ali. He running through camp telling everyone he wants to be fucking guardian.
Oh yeah, I've met him.
Oh no. Jafar is big fucking disappointment. Not a good Matar.
Then let Ali become a guardian. After that, you'll be rid of him.
What? But Ali is Gnu. General Magnus has never accepted Gnu before.
There's always a first time.
You taking my piss?
Why don't you both just sail somewhere else?
We come because Gnu needed here. Jafar feel responsibility for homies, and good for protege. Jafar's still only here because Protege no want to leave.
I'll take care of Ali.
What? You talk to Magnus so he will make Ali a guardian?
I think I'll take a closer look at your protege first. Does Ali have any special skills that might impress the General?
Well... He's a canoe.
This isn't going to be easy.
Okie dokie. I wait here till you done.
If you like sailing, I could use your help. I need a skilled thief like you on my crew.
Yep, yep. Jafar happy at idea. Generous offer. But Jafar is Matar and cannot just leave Protege.
What is it? Is there a problem?
Skull caves, shadow minions, devastated areas. The usual.
So what? There's nothing that can harm us now that we have the power the mages gave us. Well, even a Titan could get a foothold here, that's for sure. Those who control magic have nothing to fear.
You seem confident.
You bet. Just look what the mages have done here on Tyrannus. We don't care if the gods have abandoned the world. We don't need them anymore. The more crystals our minds produce, the greater our power.
Tell me something about the crystals and the mines.
I've no idea why the crystals are so powerful, but I do know they burn a nice hole in our enemies. And that's precisely why it's so important to mine them.
Right. How many crystals have you got with you?
Me? Oh, it's not worth mentioning. A handful, and that's it. This stuff is needed elsewhere more urgently.
Then you certainly won't mind handing over a few.
But not all of them. Here.
What else do you do, apart from making speeches?
Ha! Impressed, aren't you? Well, I'm waiting for the next order from Magnus. As long as he issues them, I'll be ready in advance. He who is well prepared will succeed in this camp, and that will be me.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Sure thing, but I don't compete against any buffoon. I'll enter into a knife duel with you just as soon as you bring the necessary gold. But remember, I don't have time for these games when I'm not by the wheel.
Let's throw knives.
Good. You won't beat me anyway. That didn't work. Next time, try to keep a steady hand.
Let's throw knives.
Good. That was good. Give yourself a pat on the back. Whoa, I'm intimidated. Well done. I don't mind paying for that lesson. But you won't get more from me than the gold you just won. So you better find another opponent.
Here, lad, fry yourself a piece of meat. You look famished.
Thanks.
So, what can I do for you? Would you like to replenish your supplies? Or maybe test your strength?
So, you provide supplies to the people here?
That's right. But it isn't always easy to fill all the hungry mouths. The work in the mines means the men are constantly hungry. Luckily, the gnomes don't eat very much. And when they're hungry, the garbage is also fine for them.
You give the gnomes rubbish to eat?
Of course. And I don't feel guilty about it either. They're not like those fancy mages. They don't give a toss if their sausage was lying in the dirt for a bit. The important thing is, it's nice and greasy and puts meat on their bones. Besides, I have to make do with what Rummold gives us.
Tell me about arm wrestling. I heard that you were the one who knew something about it.
Then you heard right. The rules are simple. Place your arm on the table and push. No bracing. And keep trying to twist the opponent's hand to the inside. That's how you'll get his hand on the table.
Who can I take on at arm wrestling?
I always arm wrestle straight after leaving work. It's a welcome change from the daily grind. Otherwise Hardwick and Downs turn up every now and then. When you see someone training at the table, chat to him, and he'll be happy to do a round with you.
Can you teach me anything?
If you have some ready cash.
What do you have to offer?
Choose something.
Typical. The noble mages conceal their only tavern in the cellar. Fun is probably a swear word for the people here.
Let's have an arm wrestling match.
All right. Let's train a few rounds. But I prefer to wrestle for gold. So let's not waste too much time training. Let's go. Well done!
Want an arm wrestling match?
All right. Training's over, seeing as you're so sure of yourself. From now on, it's all or nothing. Well done! And because nobody has beaten me yet, you've earned the gold. You'll have to look for another opponent in future. There's nothing left to gain by winning against me.
Where in the world is my soap?